dale, vamos, vamos.
Are you ready to participate in one of modern history's most explosive cartel wars? As we delve into the riveting story of El Chapo's sons and their brutal reign of terror.
More breaking news tonight. A barrage of gunfire in the hometown of Mexican drug kingpin El Chapo. His son Ovidio Guzman captured, dealing a big blow, they say, to the Sinaloa cartel.
Buckle up for an interactive journey through the ruthless world of the Mexican drug trade. Hello there, friends. Welcome back to Cartel Stories, another new video on our channel. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive unique and exciting content notifications. The sons of notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman have become infamous for their ruthless reign of terror in Sinaloa, Mexico.
Gunfire and chaos. Videos posted on social media tonight from Culiacan show a city that looks and sounds like a war zone. Cell phone video shows what appears to be burning vehicles and residents wandering the streets.
Ivan Archivaldo Guzman Salazar, the eldest son, was born in 1983 and grew up surrounded by his father's drug empire's wealth and power. He was said to have played an essential role in the family business, supervising narcotics production and distribution in Mexico and the United States. Ivan's rise to power was cemented when his father was arrested in 2008, and he assumed a more prominent role within the Sinaloa cartel.
Burning vehicles, block roads, and violent gang battles echo through the streets of Culiacan. Dale, 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 vamos, vamos. The Mexican city in the northwest heartland of the Sinaloa cartel.
His younger brother, Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar, was born in 1986 and is known for his flashy lifestyle and love of luxury cars. He also rose through the family business ranks, eventually becoming one of Mexico's most feared cartel leaders. El Chapo's sons' lives were shaped by more than their father's wealth and power. They witnessed executions, kidnappings, and shootouts at a young age, and were exposed to the brutal violence of the drug trade. This upbringing made them ruthless and fearless, willing to go to any length to protect the interests of their family. In 2016, El Chapo escaped from a maximum security prison for the second time, shocking the world. His sons orchestrated the daring escape, leveraging their influence and resources. This event signaled the Guzman brothers' new level of audacity and recklessness, and it set the stage for Sinaloa's violent conflict. The following year, the Guzman brothers were involved in a deadly turf war with a rival cartel, the Jalisco New Generation Gang. The level of violence was unprecedented, with shootouts and explosions rumbling through the streets of Culiacan and other cities in the region. The Mexican military was called to restore order, but the Guzman brothers were unfazed.
Tonight, a battle to control the state of Sinaloa, Mexico. With burning buses in the streets and travel restrictions in place,
the cartel fighters unleashed a stunning display of force on the streets, engaging in a deadly gun battle with the military, overwhelming them with superior firepower and tactical skills. The incident sparked international outrage and shed light on Mexico's dangerous and volatile drug trade. Despite intense pressure from law enforcement and rival cartels, the Guzman brothers have maintained control of the Sinaloa drug trade. They've honed their evasion skills, and their cartel remains one of Mexico's most influential and feared. However, their reign of terror has come at high cost, with countless innocent people killed in the crossfire.
Jugada del 5 de enero del presente año, personal del Ejército Mexicano y Guardia Nacional, en coordinación con el Centro Nacional de Inteligencia, el CENFI, la Fiscalía General de la República y la Secretaría de Seguridad Pública de Sinaloa, detuvieron a Ovidio N., presunto líder de la fracción Los Menores afín al Cartel del Pacífico.
The Guzman brothers' ruthless pursuit of power has left a trail of bloodshed and destruction, and their legacy will be tainted forever. Finally, El Chapo's son's story involves wealth, power, and violence. From their privileged upbringing to their daring prison escapes and brutal turf wars, the Guzman brothers have etched their names in the annals of the Mexican drug trade. However, their legacy is one of bloodshed and destruction, and their reign of terror continues to haunt the people of Sinaloa. The conflict, however, was not limited to the leaders of these organizations. Ivan Archivaldo Guzman Salazar and Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar, El Chapo's sons, were two of the most influential figures. Others were said to be heavily involved in the Sinaloa cartel, responsible for drug production and distribution in Mexico and the U.S. In 2016, violent clashes erupted across Sinaloa between the Sinaloa cartel and the Jalisco New Generation gang. The Jalisco New Generation gang, encouraged by their recent successes, began encroaching on Sinaloa cartel territory, sparking a brutal turf war. The Guzman brothers reacted quickly, deploying significant resources and influence to counter the rival gang. They gathered hundreds of fighters and launched a terror campaign throughout Sinaloa, committing kidnappings, extortion, and brutal executions. Innocent civilians were caught in the crossfire, and many were killed as the violence intensified. In October 2019, cartel fighters descended on Culiacan and engaged in a deadly gun battle with the military. The government forces were outnumbered by cartel fighters, forcing them to release one of El Chapo's sons, who had been detained earlier in the day.
Ovidio Guzman was flown on a military airplane from Sinaloa to Mexico City early in the morning, before the hitmen for the cartel really got a chance to put the pressure on there. So now it's very politically difficult for them to release him under pressure from the cartel like they did before.
The incident shook the world and questioned Mexico's ability to control the drug trade. It also cemented the Guzman brothers' reputation as some of the game's most dangerous and ruthless players. The conflict in Sinaloa is ongoing, with the Jalisco New Generation gang making inroads and the Sinaloa cartel fighting to maintain its grip. The Guzman brothers are still believed to be heavily involved in the cartel's operations, using their power and resources to keep law enforcement at bay.
Están cargando el avión de la Fuerza Aérea que acaba de llegar.
The cost of their terror reign, however, has been high. Sinaloa's violence has claimed countless innocent lives, and the conflict's brutality has scarred the region. The bloodshed and destruction caused by the Guzman brothers will forever mar their legacy, and the people of Sinaloa will continue to live in fear of the violence that has become a way of life. Finally, the story of El Chapo's sons and their role in igniting a war zone in Sinaloa is riveting and tragic. Their actions have had far-reaching consequences, shedding light on Mexico's violent and brutal drug trade, and raising severe concerns about law enforcement's ability to control the situation. Although the conflict has ended, the Guzman brothers' legacy lives on. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe for more information on the world's most pressing issues.